Early in the morning, you woke up from the sleep and you walk to the washroom and looking into the mirror, and the mirror will tell you that which shirt to pick and how is your health conditions. This is what happened in the world now. Everything is digitalized. A lot of times, we don't understand why, but sometimes when it comes to this day, this AI era, the things have been moving so fast that we couldn't know what is happening. I'm Jaysern from Harvard University, Malaysia. I'm from the Electrical Electronics departments. I have been in the AI and electrical electronic field for more than 20 years. I have been working with the government agency and different government officials to approve government grant and to look into how the standard and protocol for the use in the IoT in Malaysia. And definitely I'm also the chairman for the Malaysian Mind Invention Design Society for the young people. Can you imagine the world is changing, as I mentioned earlier? Machines are now able to diagnose, just like what I mentioned just now. You walk to the washroom, you look at the mirror, they will tell you which shirt best fit for today, and how is your health conditions. It can start to able to predict. It start to able to design. So, as you look at the AI, like AI generations now, generative, when you put in the information into it, and then you will notice that a series of the deck will generate, a series of songs will be generated through AI. So this is what happening now. AI system is everywhere. If you look at the car nowadays, if you look at the homes now, everything are now all connected into the cloud. You just need to have your phone. By controlling your phone, you're able to connect to all the devices that inside your houses, in your office, even your car. Is AI going to take over all the things that where humans normally do with mechanical way? Nobody knows. There is a question mark. A lot of the young people, a lot of the existing engineers, they are worried because they will be replaced. Their job will be replaced with AI. Of course, there are a lot of debate nowadays whether jobs will be replaced. But of course, for engineers, as an engineer, we need to start to evolve. When the paradigm shift of the engineering is start to happen now. Look at the car, automotive car. Now, even in America, people start to do the testing that where the car able to drive itself, autonomous. And even when you do the reading, and it can bring you to the destinations. But is it safe to do so? There's a lot of questions mark. Until today, there are not many countries in this world that actually approve for the autonomous driving. Because for computer, for AI, they only program to do what you ask to do. There's no logic, there's no empathy, there's no feeling that embedded into the system. And that is why engineers have to come in. Because we are the one that will actually design the algorithm. We are the one that will design the system. But we are the one that can decide which is right, which is wrong, and with empathy and with logic. Where do engineers fit in? In the world of smart system, we need smarter people. I have been working as an engineer in Sony, in TMB, before I joined in education. The way that we learn for the past 20 years have evolved and changed. I couldn't just stay as it is where I'm still a young engineer. I need to keep upskilling my skill. Even up to date, I still need to pick up skills like in AI, IoT, because they will never stop. The moment that I start doing and learning, then I'll be left behind. When the world moving forward with all the AI bombasting with our society, engineers play a very important role because you are the one who is the backbone of the whole architecture. If we're able to design the system that able to put in the empathy, to put in the feelings, then the system that we build are able to give benefit to the human mankind. If we design in the way that just for the sake of doing it, then we are creating disaster to the world. AI is transforming engineering. As I mentioned earlier, what is AI? A lot of people is talking about AI. Have you ever thought that the moment that you walk into a Watson, the camera on top of you, they are actually collecting data. Which product that you pick, which product are most sellable, you are being monitored. And all this data are remaining as data. But when these data go through a certain algorithm and process, then it will be very valuable data that can tell you which product are the most sellable, what the market needs, that is on the predictive. It can predict which product will be the best selling, which product will be the most not sellable. So the moment that you walk into a shop, you have been monitored, and every single movement that you do, you are giving the AI to generate a set of data that able to have a commercial value. I believe everyone here has Facebook. When you start to browse your Facebook and you start to looking at cars, the moment that start you browsing through the cars, you will realize that your Facebook will continuously come with the car's information, different type of cars. This is how the information has been picked up by the AI. And according to what you look for, they will just keep blasting on your Facebook. Of course, nowadays, on predictive maintenance on the engineering side in the factory, they even know how to predict when is the breakdown of a machines, a motor. So, how we know that? As you know that all these machines, they are operate at a very operational zone. When they actually start to shift away from the operational zone, then the system itself will start to predict what is going to happen, when is the breakdown is going to happen, and alert will be sent to the respective person to rectify the problems. But what if there is no rectification is done? Then the system itself will not just only predict what is going to happen, but it will prescriptive algorithm will come in. The AI will overtake the human's job, and they will start to isolate the machines or the motors that have issue, and they will make sure that backup system will be in place to make sure that the sustainability operation of the building is there. This is all about the real time. As I mentioned earlier, these data are the real-time data. It's a very powerful weapon that used to generate an algorithm, to formulate a formula that's able to give a certain actions. AI is smart, but it's not wise. And that's where we come in as an engineer. But AI has the limit. AI is not human. Yes, AI is fast, it's accurate, it can work 24 hours. But, of course, the human part of it, like ethical, creativity, innovations, are not there. Because when we program the computer, we ask the computer do what we want them to do. So that is the difference between AI and human. What is the engineer's new role? We want to partner with AI. We're not competing with AI. We want to make sure that how we want to embed AI into our system and make humans' life easier. Because humans have limitations. Because we can't work 24 hours. Our brains can't work continuously. But AI can. Ethic. What is ethic here? We talk about social responsibility. We talk about economy responsibility. Yes, we can have autonomous car, but why in most of the country we are still not adopting it? Because all the scientists and all the people are worried. People are using this autonomous car to be a weapon to kill someone. That's why we are not legalizing, because there are a lot of loopholes that the engineer and the scientist yet to solve on the legal side, which is on the ethics side. That's why as an engineer, when we design a system, this is the part that where AI couldn't do, where engineer able to make consideration whether how it's going to be and how it should be done. In the market, when they look for people to work, they are looking for the skill set. What are the key skill sets that the market are looking forward? The first is the critical thinking. Critical thinking is very important. You need to jump out from the box and see things at different perspectives. In engineering, there is no right or wrong. It's just the way that the approach are different. Whether this approach is correct or if this approach is more efficient or more effective. There's no right or wrong. We always want people, we want to inspire people to think out from the box and look things at from different perspectives. That's why critical thinking is very important. Always have curiosity, always want to ask questions, why? The second is the creativity. Creativity, you can't learn from books. It only go through your brainstorming. Okay? Dream is actually part of the creativity. Every one of us here have dream. But how you transform dream into something that's very innovative, that is creativity. So, always dream. But think in a very creative way how to solve a problem using innovative and different approach. Collaborations. Collaboration is very important nowadays because as the world is moving forward digitalizations, the world connect to one another in a very easy way through internet. So we collaborate with people. How we want to collaborate? Let's say, take us for example, a car, an EV car. An EV car just not only involves electronic engineer, it involves mechanical engineer, it involves chemical engineers. So how all the engineers to collaborate to put things in place, that is very important. And this is one of the key skill set that where the market actually looking forward for the young people and the young graduates. The fourth one is communication. We must be able to communicate. Because communication can solve problems. It's the same thing that how you want to communicate with AI. So how you want to program it. So communication is a skill that able to empower you to craft your idea, to bring the message that what you want to do. So this is the key skill set that you need to acquire in this new era. I have a video to show here. So I actually have developed a system that to solve the accident rate in Malaysia, this is how you see the system able to track, the driver driving recklessly, with the data evidence, where is it, the location.
The project started last year and is expected to be commercialized within the next 6 months. The university is looking for more industry collaborators to further develop the project. The Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission (MCMC), through the Malaysia Technical Standards Forum Berhad, has awarded 97,000 ringgit to develop the technology.
So this is one of the live projects that I have did for the government. As you're aware that recently there is a lot of fatal accidents that happen for the commercial vehicle in Malaysia. Many people's lives gone. So, how we use AI to monitor the behavior of the driver is the key for the technology. As we know that government have been putting a lot of effort, the post-accident, what are the mechanisms, what are to educate people, but there is no system that is called a pre-accident. So the system that we have built here is, by monitoring the iris of a human eye, we're able to know the person whether it's drowsy, because of drug, because of looking at phones. So this is how we use AI to monitor the behavior of the driver. And the best part of it is a real time. Just now you have seen in the video, so we're actually doing the launching. So someone that would actually, my colleague that actually drove on the road, it's a real time. So by monitoring the iris, we know that when he is drowsy and where is the coordinate, where is the location, and alert will be sent to the person. And at the same time, the data will be sent back to the data server to know that this driver is actually driving recklessly. And even we can monitor that when the driver, whether it's steering to the left or right. So it's a real time by monitoring the iris of a driver. So the call of to actions. I hope everyone here we're able to embrace critical thinking in our studies, in our life, and be innovative to learn new things. Stay curious and be ethical when you talk about designing your product, designing a system. AI can tell us how, but only humans decide why. 50.8% the students in Malaysia are taking STEM educations. And Malaysia needs 30,000 more engineers to be in the market, to be in place for the next 10 years. Let's build a future only human can imagine. Thank you.